My victim and I ate his penis together. My name is Armin Meiwes, also called the Cannibal of Rothenburg, and I became infamous in 2002 for having murdered and eaten a willing victim whom I had found on the internet. I was born on December 1, 1961, and grew up as an only child. My father abandoned us when I was 8 years old, and my mother raised me alone. I felt devastated when our family fell apart. It was during my adolescent years that I became interested in cannibalism, inspired by the fairy tale of Hansel and Gretel. In 2001, I posted an advertisement on the Cannibal Cafe, looking for a well-built volunteer between the ages of 18 and 25 who would agree to be slaughtered and consumed. Many people responded but eventually backed out. I patiently waited for a willing victim because I didn't want to force anyone to do anything against their will. Finally, in March 2001, a 43-year-old engineer named Bernd Jürgen Armando Brandis bravely took on my barbaric challenge. At my house, we made a videotape recording of me amputating his penis and attempting to eat it together. The video was 4 hours long, but it was never released to the public due to its gruesome contents. Before I amputated his penis, Brandis swallowed 20 sleeping pills and a bottle of cough syrup, which made him feel extremely tired and slowed his breathing. He asked me to bite his penis off, but it didn't come off, so I used a knife to remove it instead. Brandis tried to eat some of his own raw penis but couldn't. He said that it was tough and chewy to eat. Therefore, I cooked his penis with salt, pepper, wine, and garlic. I also tried frying it with some of his fat, but it was too burned to be consumed, so I chopped his penis into chunks and fed it to my dog instead. After that, I put him in a bath, read a Star Trek book, and checked on him every 15 minutes. He was losing a lot of blood and was drifting in and out of consciousness. After praying and hesitating for so long, I killed him by stabbing his throat. Then I hung his body on a meat hook and dismembered it. I stored his body parts in the freezer and ate them for the next 10 months. My sadistic plan eventually satisfied my sexual pleasure. In December 2002, a college student notified the police about my new online advertisements seeking victims. They searched my home and discovered Brandis' dismembered remains and the videotape of my crime. I was diagnosed with a schizoid personality but deemed mentally fit to stand trial. I was ultimately convicted of manslaughter and sentenced to 8 years and 6 months in prison. While incarcerated, I underwent a personal transformation and became a vegetarian. In an interview with a German newspaper, I publicly confessed my cannibalistic act and expressed deep regret for my actions. I even hoped to write a biography that would discourage others from following my footsteps. However, a German court ordered a retrial. My psychologist testified that I still had fantasies of devouring the flesh of young people. So I was convicted of murder on May 10, 2006, and was sentenced to life imprisonment.